Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum. Welcome in DHA education system. I'm your physics teacher for class 8. It's week number 7. It starts from 18th May to 22nd May. The content of the video. First of all, we are going to solve objective, and then we are going to discuss a resource file, and then we are discussing methodology, and then recap of the last week. And in this video we are going to explain exercise question, and it's very important all of you guys to watch the previous video, because exercise are based on our previous lecture in which we are going to explain the chapter, and then I summarize our exercise in a minute. I'll give you the assignment, you have to do at your home. The resource of the video is the Journal Science Punjab Textbook Board, elearning.gov.pk, and these are the link of my previous lectures, which this lecture is based on these two videos. So please go and watch this video to solve the exercise question. The question number 1 we are going to solve is that MCQs. Encircle the correct option. The first MCQs, before starting, I request all of you guys, please take your book and solve this MCQs with me. The first MCQs, the SI unit of a pressure is, what do you think? Which answer is correct? Watt, joule, pascals or Newton? I hope you will go with this Pascal. So the Pascal is the correct answer. When same amount of force is applied on different areas, it's exact. If mean that lower pressure in smaller area, no pressure on a small area, high pressure on a small area, and high pressure on a large area, which means the same amount of force is applied. So we reduce the area, increase the pressure. It's mean high pressure on a small area. C will be the answer. A pressure of 10 Newton per meter square is equal to, Newton per meter square is equal to Pascal. So it means that these two options are familiar. So A is the correct option. Okay, let's move to MCQ number 4. A force of 1800 Newton is acting on the surface area of 0.06 meter squared. The pressure exert of the force will be, what do you think guys? Which one is correct? It's 30 kilo Pascal. So B is the correct answer. So for this we use the formula is pressure is equals to force over area. So put the value of force and area, divide, you got your answer. Fifth one is hydrostatic pressure of a liquid depend upon. It depends upon the depth of the liquid, because as we go in depth, the liquid pressure will be increased. So this is the answer. People on hill experience atmospheric pressure less than to the sea level, because as we move upward, the amount of air is decreased. That's why the atmospheric pressure is also decreased. Okay, 7th MCQs is grammatical. So let's see when the plunger A shows in the figure is pushed. This one will be pushed. It means that it equally transmits in all directions by Pascal's law. Na? So B and C move equally outward. So C is the correct answer by Pascal's law. 8th one, a gas is in a container develop pressure due to. Okay, a gas in a container develop pressure due to collision of molecule with each other, collision of molecule with wall of the container, weight of the gas, composition of the gas. A gas in a container develop pressure. So the correct answer is B. The collision of molecule with the wall of container is create gas pressure in a container. So MCQs number 9. As we go up in the air, atmospheric pressure increase? No. Atmospheric pressure decrease? Yes. Atmospheric pressure does not change? No. Atmospheric becomes 0 at the height of 1 kilometer? No. So B is the correct option. Which instrument is used to measure height? This. So altimeter is the correct option. Let's move on. So this is all about from MCQs. I hope you understand. The question number 2 which we are going to discuss in this slide is the short questions. The first short question is already discussed in the previous video and I'll explain in this video as well. But what is force? Force is basically push or pull the things. If you push the thing or you pull the thing, it means that you are going to apply a force. Force also change the size and direction. Its example is that if you cut apple with the knife, you can change the size, and someone is coming toward you and you are applying a force, you can change the direction. And all motion is created by some force. Area, force per unit area, pressure. So what is area? It's mean area is two-dimensional quantity. As you can see your slide, this is also two-dimensional. This is your width and this is your length, or if you can, this is length and this is width. So this is two-dimensional. It means that your screen is two-dimensional and your screen have some area. So area is two-dimensional quantity representing amount of extended of surface. The standard unit of area is meter square. Pressure, we already discussed. Force acting normally on a unit area of a surface of an object is called pressure. And what is pressure? Pressure is equal to force per unit area, and force per unit area, and the unit of pressure is Newton per meter square. Hydraulics is also a very simple thing, the branch of science that deal with the transmission of fluid pressure through pipe as a source of mechanical work. This example is that brake system, jack system is our example of hydraulics. And in hydraulics, transmission of fluid, and in pneumatics we are studying pressurized gas. So in both case we talk about the pressurized, in hydraulics fluid, in pneumatics gas. They do some mechanical work. Okay, the 7.3 question, give brief answer, and the first question is give the commonly used unit of force. There are two units of force. First one is Newton, or the other one is kilogram meter per second square. Why Newton? Because Newton is the scientist who discovered force. And why kilogram meter per second square? I'll explain here. So force is equals to mass and area. So the unit of mass is kg and the unit of acceleration is meter per second square. So force is discovered by Newton. So Newton is equals to kilogram meter per second square. So you can use Newton, you can use kilogram per meter square. Both are SI unit. There is no issue to use Newton or kilogram meter per second square. So I hope you understand why we use both units, because both are dimensionally same. Give the commonly unit of area. You know, area is two-dimensional quantity in which we already discussed. Let's suppose I draw this rectangular box. So it's a two quantity. One is the length, this length, and this length. So what is area? Area is equals to length multiplied by this length, or this and this. This is slash, this is slash. So area is two-dimensional. It's mean two quantity are going to be involved. Two quantity is going to be involved. So this is also made in length in meter, and this is also meter. So the answer is meter square. So the unit of area is meter square. I hope you understand with my little explanation. I'm trying to explain. Okay, now the third one is a commonly unit of pressure. In resources, I mentioned the video in which I detailed discuss of the unit of pressure. There are also two unit of pressure, similarly like force, that Newton and kilogram meter per second square. So pressure is also two units. One is Pascal. Why Pascal? Because Pascal is the scientist who discovered pressure, and the other one is Newton per meter square, which is a formulatical proof. From this formula we can prove this. Force is Newton and the area is meter square. So Newton per meter square, if M1 is written with Newton, so minus will be mentioned. So these are the unit which we are going to be used in pressure. So I hope you understand which units are commonly used in pressure. Sometimes kilopascal is also going to be used. So we have a very large quantity, and sometimes for area, centimeter are going to be used. But for physics, we suggest that use only SI unit. Pascal's law. Pascal's law is very important law for exam point of view, and I'll explain. Pressure applied on a fluid enclosed in a vessel is transmitted equally in all directions. That is called Pascal law. It means that there is some cylinder and fitted with piston, and you are applying some force, and that force create pressure in the whole cylinder. If we create some equal hole in all direction, so we can see that the pressure of the liquid is equally transmitted in all direction. Question number 5 is differentiate between hydrostatic pressure and atmospheric pressure. What is atmospheric pressure? You know, these questions are discussed in detail in the video which we are given in a resource. So please go and watch all these videos. There are no videos are not very lengthy. It's very small videos and very informative videos. And if you have any query, just mail me in my email ID, which I mentioned in my first video. Atmospheric pressure, the weight of the air column per unit area on the earth is pressure, which is termed as atmospheric pressure. The second one is hydrostatic pressure, a liquid pressure which increases with the depth of the liquid on a container. So if I also explain this concept in detail. Let's brief explain again. This is a cylinder, and this is filled liquid like here, and I'll take 3 holes on that direction. So we can see that this one is large pressure, this one is this, and this one. So the depth of the hole shows the larger pressure, which shows your hydrostatic pressure. Okay, in this slide we are discuss a long question, water pressure, page number 102 from the book. And the water pressure is very important regarding short question, because we have many short questions, conceptual short questions. How water pressure increase or decrease, water pressure increase with the depth. So page number 102 you will read and understand the fact, and the link is in resource file. The water pressure, atmospheric pressure, the air around the earth is called atmosphere, and that air is applying a pressure on the earth is called atmospheric pressure earth. That is equal to the weight of the air over area, which is air is going to be discussed. C is the aerosol. It's an application of pneumatics. Pressurized gas is able to do some mechanical work. I'll explain this aerosol in a previous video. Go and watch. It describes the application of Pascal's law. This is also, it's page number 104. In a previous video I'll explain in detail Pascal's law application. The first one is a brake system, and the second one is your jack system, and I elaborate each and everything. I hope you learn from that. Read the book very careful to more understanding, more build up your concepts. So application of pneumatics, it's also a long question. 7.5 and 7.6 is a very important long question. If you think which question is going to be appear in your paper, so these 2 questions are the most important. So I hope you practice these questions in your rough copy, you solve an assignment, and it gives you the very authentic results, inshallah, in your papers. Okay, let's summarize our today's lecture. In today's lecture I'm solve exercise questions in which MCQs, short questions and long question. And the long question, you have already seen this question in a previous video. I'll give you the page number from your book, so go to the book, read very carefully, go to the video, listen very carefully, and after that you are able to explain this concept in front of any person in your home, in your teacher, in your anybody in your home. So you are going to be studied.